as an entrepreneur in Lagos. And yes, let's quickly take a look at the traffic situation from Shango Tedo. There is a broken down containerized truck with a bearing problem at NNPC Abijo Inward Epe. The driver contacted a mechanic already, and it's not affecting the flow of traffic. So please just be on a lookout for that impediment. There is also a broken down SUV with ball joint problem at Lanri along Lasu Isheri Gondo Road inward Isheri. A tow vehicle has been contacted and the traffic managers are firmly on ground there. All right, keep it coming. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Let's go back to Omotayo now. So, can you share a success story or example of a business that has benefited from the business support unit intervention?
We had one of the businesses come in last year, and I think he had benefited from. He wasn't particularly looking for our loan program, but he was like, okay, I need guidance on how I can put the right structure to my business, what I can do. And he started attending all our sessions, and the feedback we got from him was, from attending your sessions, I've been able to do this and this to put the right structure to my business. I've been able to ensure that, for example, my hiring department, that's the HR department for my business, I've been able to put that right structure in place to ensure that they are the ones that handle that the aspect of hiring. And then I've been able to also ensure that my books are in order to help manage the finances of my business. And we've also had from our MSME boot camp last year.
Yeah.
So we've had I think the first session we had was at Alimosho, and after that session we had a business owner come to us to say, when I've always heard about bookkeeping, about how to keep books, but I've just always ignored it and just seen it as, I don't think I need it. But from what I've learned and put into practice for my business, I've seen the difference that it makes to actually keep proper record and keep my books in order for my business. And from some of our successful applicants at our MSME bootcamp last year, we've had a whole lot of them registered. We've gotten their businesses registered from the conclusion of the MSME bootcamp to also getting their businesses registered and set up for good.
Aside all of these that you just mentioned now, and what you have done in the past as a business support officer, are there other things business owners should be looking forward to this new year?
Yeah, they have every reason to be excited because at LSCTF, one of the things that we aim to do is to help provide the necessary support for business owners in Lagos State, either through our loan programs or through our employability programs. This is for those that would like to acquire a skill. You'd like to learn the likes of fashion, you like to learn construction, you like to learn hairdressing. So this is where our employability unit comes in. We also have our Lagos Innovate unit, and one of the things they are particularly one of the things that they are about is to help provide for those in the tech space. You have budding tech ideas you like to bring to life. Our Lagos Innovate team are there to help you with their idea hub, with also the workspace voucher for those that would need workspaces to work in. Probably you need to just go one place to just work. We have our workspace voucher, and I think is on presently, and it's going to be closing on the 31st of January. So for those that are interested, you can just go to our social media platforms, and then you get the opportunity to see the link to apply for all of these opportunities.
So how can interested business owners access business support unit, and what should they prepare before applying, apparently?
So for the business support unit, we're quite unique, being that So for our master classes and advisory sessions, you literally don't need anything to apply for them. All you just need to do is follow us on all our social media platforms. You see all of the sessions that we're bringing up to you. Click on the link, register, and then join the sessions. For those that would like to apply for the business registration, majorly what you'll be needing your NIN, your passport photograph, and also your signature specimen. So these are some of the things that you'll be needing. But also one of the things we also aim to do is to ensure that for the business registration, for example, we cater to Lagos residents. We know that for our master classes and for advisory sessions, they're open to all, but for our other programs, they're for Lagos residents.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As a business support officer, talk to us about some of programs that LSCTF has got in the pipeline for Lagosians this new year.
Okay. For example, today we are having a masterclass that's going to be starting by 11 a.m. It's going to be a tax masterclass. So that is Tax 101. Know your taxes. And for those that would be interested in joining the session, you can register by typing bit.ly/LSETF tax fund. So bit.ly/LSETF tax fund. So for those that are interested, you want to know more about the new tax laws, how it affects your business, I think you should join the session, because you'd learn a whole lot more, because we've heard a whole lot of different talks about this is what the tax law says, the new tax law says, and I think a whole lot of people are confused as to what it says and what it doesn't say. So this session is looking to address that today. So we are starting that by 11 a.m. today. We also have advisory sessions. We are having HR advisory sessions, tax advisory sessions. We'll be having risk advisory sessions, marketing advisory sessions. We also have business registration upcoming this year. We will soon be opening our portals to request applications for those that might be interested in business registration. We also have our access to market opportunity. We will having one next month in Unilag. These are some of the various opportunities that we have on offer at, and we also have our MSME bootcamp. So last year was the pilot phase. So we'll be having the next phase this year, and we'll be starting at Agege local government. So you could just be on the lookout for that. We'll be posting all of this on our social media platforms.
Okay.
So for those that are interested, you could just, key into all of these opportunities. We aim to just ensure that businesses grow, and businesses also acquire everything that they need, everything to move from level 1 to the next level.
Next level.
Yes.
All right. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. You're still listening to Accelerate Lagos. Now, let's take a look at some of the challenges that the agency encountered last year as a business support officer, and moving forward, some of the things that you look forward to, that you expect prospective beneficiaries of your programs to, check, to put into consideration when applying for any of your programs.
Well, for our beneficiaries, one of the things that I think they should do is to ensure that their documentations are complete while applying for any of our programs, because you get situations where people apply for example, maybe our loan programs, and then probably some of the documentations are not complete, and then there's a whole lot of, I've applied for your loan for a long time, I've not heard anything. And when you eventually check back and you discover that either the applications are not complete or their documentations have not been completed, as in they've not uploaded it completely, and that's usually is one of those things that stalls that stalls their applications whenever they apply for any of our programs. So just ensure that you're getting all your documentations complete and before you apply, so that you are ensuring that at the point of application you apply, everything is complete and submitted, and then you can now expect for a response from us for your application.
All right, then. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Don't forget, you can be a part of this conversation. If you have any concern in applying for any of the programs at LSETF, this is the time to connect with us on radio. Let's quickly take a look at this traffic update here. All vehicles involved in the road crash around Alausa. Okay, all the vehicles are off the road now. Talking about the earlier reported multiple accident involving a cart pusher and 4 vehicles at Cadbury in Mobile. Okay, so you should heave a sigh of relief heading towards that direction, or for those of you within that zone already. So please just be patient while the build-up fizzles out. All right, moving on. Let's talk some of the programs you mentioned earlier that will be coming up this year for entrepreneurs. I know that some of these programs are usually divided into quarters. Aside from the one that starts today, that is talking about masterclass that you talked about earlier, that will be starting today. Is there any other thing Lagosians should be looking out for this first quarter of the year?
Yeah, for example, next week we'll be having an HR advisory session on Tuesday, next week Tuesday. We'll also be having on Wednesday a masterclass that has to do with sustainable, everything that has to do with sustainable energy and the likes for business owners.
Okay.
We'll also be having next month we'll be having financial advisory sessions just to put you through what you need to know about bookkeeping, as in putting your books in order for the year, because we know how important that is. We also have risk advisory sessions coming up. We have marketing advisory sessions. We have the legal advisory sessions, because a whole lot of business owners either enter into contracts, enter into a whole lot of things without probably reading through the documents that they're going to be signing, or some of them might have intellectual properties that they really need to know how to go about, registering them and putting the right guardrail in place for their businesses. So these are some of the things that we are going to be bringing to them in the first quarter of the year. We'll also, like I said earlier, we'll be having the access to market at Unilag next month. And we'll also be partnering with Access Bank for the marathon. And just the week before, we'll also be partnering with them concerning the access to market opportunity that will be coming up there also. So these are some of the opportunities that we have on offer for the first quarter.
All right, then.
And also the MSME bootcamp.
Okay. Talk to me about the masterclass that start today, right? Is registration still ongoing?
Yes, it is.
Can people still register?
Yes, they can.
Okay. What's the duration of the masterclass?
So it's from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
11 a.m. to 1 p.m. How many days?
So the masterclass is for today.
Okay,
So
just today.
But we'll also be having tax advisory sessions every month just to keep people abreast with refresh them on what the new tax law says and how it affects their business. So we aim to have that every month or through the year, just to ensure that people are kept abreast with everything that has to do with their taxes and their businesses.
All right, then. Does this mean that there can be virtual attendance?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a virtual, yeah. It's
Strictly
a virtual session, strictly virtual.
So can you share the registration link of the tax class, or how can one, be a part of it?
Okay, so for those that would like to register and join the session, the link to join is bit.ly/LSETF tax fan. That's bit.ly/LSETF tax fan.
Bitly, can you spell?
BITLY, then slash LSETFTAX, then FAN. That's bit.ly/LSETF tax fund.
All right. Thank you so much, Solomon, for that question. He actually sent that you should please share the tax class registration link. All right. So the class starts at 11.
At 11.
Till 1. Okay. So you can still be a part of that tax class, the master class, for anything you would like to know about the about tax, especially as it regards operating your business in Lagos. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. You can still be a part of the program by putting a call through 0809 9120 or send a text to us. 0915-387-7127 is the number to call. To send a text, you can send a message to 0809 9120 All right, then. Moving on. Let's talk about the masterclass, the laws, and how it would affect businesses. Can you shed more light on this?
We've realized that for the new tax laws, we've had so many people say, "Oh, this the probably this the percentage you're supposed to pay, or this not the percentage you ought to pay."
The kind of money that
will be subcharged, and all those likes of questions. You can come in armed with your questions. We have Dr. David Apaflo. He will be the one to facilitate today's session, and is an expert in that field, and he will be the one taking today's session. So what I would say is, for those that have different questions, please come in armed with your questions. Come in to learn and also be armed with your questions, so that there will also be a Q&A section after he's done facilitating the session. And this is all just within that the 2 hours, so they get the opportunity to ask their questions, and all of their questions will be attended to.
I know that for the stuff for the kind of programs that you give out, or that Lagosians benefit from at LSETF, they are usually for those that operate a business in Lagos. For this a masterclass now, is this for business owners in Lagos alone, or anyone can actually be a part of the masterclass?
For today, anyone can be a part of the masterclass. You can be a part, because
whether you stay in Lagos
or not, we've had for our sessions, for all our masterclasses and advisories, we've had people not just in Lagos attend. We've had people even from outside the country attend some of our sessions. So I think for today's session, the new tax law, I think, given that the taxes are being merged together into one, I think everybody can benefit from today's session. So irrespective of where you stay, you can register for today's session, join today's session, and you'd have your questions answered. And that's just...
Aside from being a masterclass that focuses on tax laws, are there other things participants can benefit from this masterclass?
Okay. So aside from today's masterclass, we have, just like I said, we have a sustainable, everything sustainable energy masterclass. We have that coming up next week. We also have a masterclass that surrounds the likes of digital marketing. We also have masterclasses that surrounds the likes of project management and how it concerns your businesses. So we try to cover as much as possible to help equip business owners with everything that you need, everything that has to do with businesses, everything that has to do with branding your business, what it will entail to give your business that look, it will entail to help you, make sales. Because one of the things that business owners aim to do when they start their business is not just for business sake, but also to ensure that they make healthy profits and also make the right kind of sales. We also try to ensure that we bring them masterclasses that helps them with there are times when there's inflation, and then you're looking at everything and you're like, okay, do I increase my prices? How am I able to still maintain my customer base to ensure that I'm not losing out on customers, despite the fact that there's inflation all around. So these are some of the things that we try to cover with our masterclasses. So,
in your experience as a business support officer at LSATF, what are the common issues that beneficiaries encounter?
Well, for example, number one is
and how have they been able to address these issues?
So I think that's one of the reasons why we've designed some of our programs to help address some of these issues. For example, you have a business owner coming to apply for a loan, or let's say even any facility anywhere, and then you are being asked, okay, provide your financial statements. And you have people that probably some of them probably don't even have business accounts. And that account, that's one singular account that they have, is either when people want to make payments to them, money is not going in as it should, as in there's no record of money going in, which will stand as an evidence to the fact that, okay, you're actually running a business. And you have people that they have the business account, but quote and unquote is just there for decoration, kind of. So you have them saying, okay, I want to buy bread, for example, and then you're dipping your hands into your company account, and then you're putting narration bread. You're putting narration, everything that doesn't even concern your business. But the narration is there, and then you're submitting your statement, and then it's being looked at, and these are some of the things that disqualify people from funding at times. We also have the legal aspect. So I'd said earlier about someone that came in, and one of the stories that he said that was quite disheartening was the fact that during the COVID era, he had a friend that was about to close down a business, and he was like, okay, you know what? Let me take over the business. Let me breathe life into it. And the guy was like, oh, I don't think I want to run this business again. Okay. Since you don't want to run the business again, hand it over to me. Would probably share the profit equally. And then, but the unfortunate thing here was that none of this was put into writing. So the moment the guy took over the business, resurrected the business, and then the business started booming, here comes Mr. A to say, oh, I want my business back. And it's like, oh, I thought we had an agreement. And it's like
an agreement that
wasn't written. So he could easily have denied it, and that was how he took over the business back. But there was nothing, he couldn't seek legal recourse because there wasn't any document backing that agreement. So these are some of the things that we try to do through all of these sessions. Our legal advisory helps you know, okay, what are the things you need to put in place legally? What are the things that you need to know? Because sometimes people don't look for lawyers until when trouble starts or when trouble shows up. So it's best to ensure put every safeguard in place, then ensure that everything is put in place so that even if issues come up, you know that, yes, you've put the necessary...
already.
So these are some of the things that we try to do with our sessions.
All right, then, as we wrap it up on the show, what message would you like to leave with young people, aspiring entrepreneurs who may feel discouraged about starting or sustaining a business in today's economy?
So I understand that the economy is at it as it is right now. But I would also advise join our sessions, because you get to learn a whole lot. You get to learn a whole lot about, okay, what are the things, because sometimes people already start their businesses, and before they now start saying, oh, okay, so this thing that I have here, okay, maybe I shouldn't have had it there. But if you are a budding entrepreneur, you've not started anything yet, but you're hoping to, you could learn and say, oh, okay, these are the things that I need to put in place. These are the things that are supposed to be in place for me, so that when I start the business, I'm able to be able to track my books.
Yes.
I'm able to, enter into the right kind of partnership.
Yes.
The right kind of business partnership that would help grow my business. I'm able to apply for the right kind of funding for my business, because these are some of the master classes that we bring in this year also on how to apply for the right kind of funding for your business. Okay. So, it's not just about just owning the business, but also ensuring that the right structure is in place, so that the moment you start the business, I'm not saying that once the structures are in place, there won't be issues, but you also ensure that the issues that probably can't be avoided would be avoided while putting the structures in place. All
right. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This is where we wrap things up on today's edition of Accelerate Lagos. You're wondering who has been lecturing us all morning. Omotaya Akiomi has been guesting with me on the program. She is a business support officer at LSETF, and today we have discussed survival and success for Lagos entrepreneurs. I should say thank you to you for coming on the program again this morning.
My pleasure.
All right, so don't forget this program has been brought to you courtesy the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, and it makes a return next week Wednesday at 10:15. Enjoy the rest of your day, Lagos.
Contacts. Click on Add Contacts. After adding the contacts, click on Medical Information. And fill the information. This is how to set up your in case of emergency on Apple device. Go to your contact list. Search for the name you want to use on your contact list. You scroll down and click on Add to Emergency Contacts. Then click on the description of who that person is to you. Immediately you click on it, click on Done.
In emergencies, every second counts, but a lock phone can delay life-saving help. That is why your phone has an in case of emergency eyes feature.
Yes, check if he has the state of emergency contact. Yes. I'm seeing his dad's number there. His dad's number. Hello, sir. Hello. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. I saw the owner of this phone now. He fainted. He just fainted. Sir, yes, sir. We are allow, sir. I'll wait for you. Please be coming. Please, he's already coming.
Set up your eyes today. It could save your life.
Ikeja. Oh, I'm late. Wait. What's wrong with this guy? What's wrong? He has fainted. Where is his phone? His phone. Check the state of emergency contact. Check. He has blocked his phone. There's nothing to do.
What if this was you?
This is how to set up your in case of emergency on Android device. First, click on Settings. Then scroll to Safety and Emergency. Click on Safety and Emergency. Then click on Emergency Contacts. Click on Add Contacts. After adding the contacts, click on Medical Information. And fill the information. This is how to set up your in case of emergency on Apple device. Go to your contact list. Search for the name you want to use on your contact list. You scroll down and click on Add to Emergency Contacts. Then click on the description of who that person is to you. Immediately you click on it, click on Done.
In emergencies, every second counts, but a lock phone can delay life-saving help. That is why your phone has an in case of emergency eyes feature.
Yes, check it. Check it if he has the state of emergency contact. Yes. I'm seeing his dad's number there. His dad's number. Hello, sir. Hello. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. I saw the owner of this phone now. He fainted. He just fainted. Sir, yes, sir. We are allow, sir. I'll wait for you. Please be coming. Please. He's already coming.
Set up your eyes today. It could save your life.
Ikeja. Oh, I'm late. Wait. What's wrong with this guy? He has fainted. Where's his phone? His phone. Check the state of emergency contact. Check. He has blocked his phone. There's nothing to do.
What if this was you?
This is how to set up your in case of emergency on Android device. First, click on Settings. Then scroll to Safety and Emergency. Click on Safety and Emergency. Then click on Emergency Contacts. Click on Add Contacts. After adding the contacts, click on Medical Information. And fill the information. This is how to set up your in case of emergency on Apple device. Go to your contact list. Search for the name you want to use on your contact list.
That is why your phone has an in case of emergency eyes feature.
Yes, check it. Check it if he has the state of emergency contact. Yes. I'm seeing his dad's number there. His dad's number. Hello, sir. Hello. Good morning, sir. I saw the owner of this phone now. He fainted. He just fainted. Sir, yes, sir. We are allow, sir. I'll wait for you. Please be coming. Please. He's already coming.
Set up your eyes today. It could save your life.
Ikeja. Oh, I'm late. Wait. What's wrong with this guy? He has fainted. Where's his phone? His phone. Check the state of emergency contact. Check. He has blocked his phone. There's nothing to do.
What if this was you?
This is how to set up your in case of emergency on Android device. First, click on Settings. Then scroll to Safety and Emergency. Click on Safety and Emergency. Then click on Emergency Contacts. Click on Add Contacts. After adding the contacts, click on Medical Information. And fill the information. This is how to set up your in case of emergency on Apple device. Go to your contact list. Search for the name you want to use on your contact list. You scroll down and click on Add to Emergency Contacts. Then click on the description of who that person is to you. Immediately you click on it, click on Done.
In emergencies, every second counts, but a lock phone can delay life-saving help. That is why your phone has an in case of emergency eyes feature.
Yes, check it. Check it if he has the state of emergency contact. Yes. I'm seeing his dad's number there. His dad's number. Hello, sir. Hello. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. I saw the owner of this phone now. He fainted. He just fainted. Sir, yes, sir. We are allow, sir. Allow, sir. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. Please be coming. Be coming. Please. He's already coming. He's already coming.
Set up your eyes today. It could save your life.
Ikeja. Oh, I'm late. Wait. What's wrong with this guy? He has fainted. Where is his phone? His phone. Check the state of emergency contact. He has blocked his phone. There's nothing to do.
What if this was you?
This is how to set up your in case of emergency on Android device.
Questions. As I welcome you to another insightful edition of Automedics on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, where we talk about your automobiles. Whatever issue you're experiencing right now, yes, feel free to articulate your thoughts. Let's know what bothers you. Yes, so that we can help you tackle it. My name is Adewale Keriwole. I'm your host this morning, your only shotgun rider on Automedics. And I'm not alone. I've got Olatokunbo's backing. Right, this is what I say is when you have an Igile Yoba, you are very sure and you're very confident that anything that comes today, we are ready to trash it. So Olatokunbo Adegoju, certified automotive technician and trainer from Automedics, is very much in the building, and she will be helping us settle and sort issues that affect the performance of our vehicles today. So good morning to you, Olatokunbo. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Good morning.
All right. It's nice having you again.
Thank you.
There's this feeling, that when you have someone and you know that, imagine you having maybe, should I say, a security personnel as you're driving, you have a person by your side, or, a uniform personnel, so to say.
Okay.
And you're just confident. You believe nothing can happen. If anything happens, you're sure that you can scale through. That's how it feels. Imagine somebody threatening you. Maybe you even see some other, agencies trying to, or probably somebody is trying to usurp your authority somehow. And you have a uniformed man right there in the vehicle with you. How do you feel? You feel so on top of the world. That's exactly how we feel when we come on Automedics. And we have people like you, experts, yes, with us. So we're sure that whatever question anyone's going to throw at us, we are sure he'll be going to tackle it. So it's nice having you to come over.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's have a round of your addresses and locations in around Lagos.
All right, we have a center located at Ayobo at number 1 Amule bus stop, opposite Petrogam Cars, Ayobo. We also have a center at Ikeja. It's inside Kono 4 station, opposite Correctional Center, Kudirat at Belawe, Ikeja. We have the head office located at Ilukweju at lot 192 Agege Motor Road. It's off Ilukweju bypass beside Crystal Estate, Ilukweju, Lagos. If you want to call for parts, engine oil, polytron, we have engine oil 5W30 blended with polytron. We also have the 5W20 oil with polytron. We have filters, brake parts, all branded Automedics. You can call us on 080-3829-2296, 080-3829-2296, or 080-80-80-6686, 080-80-80-6686. You can also visit our social media handles on Facebook and Instagram. at Automedics Limited. Our website is www.automedicsafrica.com.
All right, thank you very much, Tokumbo, for that information. And I also like that you call us on 091-538-77127 if you want to speak directly with Olatokumbo. If you have car questions, send, or you can call us on that number. And if you want to send a message, you can send it on 009 9120777 0809-9120777. All right, today we'll be having Lagvis on board. Okay, we're going to continue with our conversation, which is about brakes and how they work. So we are looking at the physics of friction and stopping power in our vehicles today. So hopefully we're going to conclude on that topic. So please to keep it locked on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. And do not forget that we'll also be giving you intermittent traffic advisory and report courtesy of our traffic managers and with the help of our live screen here in the building. And right now I'm getting some report. All right. And I have this one from Ogolonto. All right. It's a breakdown, right, at Ogolonto of an articulated 40-feet containerized trailer. It's having a mechanical problem. And this has occupied a lane at Ojogbe in Wozikorodu Garage. A tow vehicle has been contacted for immediate evacuation. Traffic is still under control while officers are on ground doing the needful. All right, so it has occupied a lane at Ojogbe in Ikorodu Garage. So for those of you coming out of Ikorodu, yes, please be aware of this. Please look out for that breakdown. And please try to cooperate with traffic management. Try to cooperate with those who are trying, to get it evacuated. Okay, and also the incident report from our Papa earlier. All right, we're getting an update that the vehicle has been towed out of the road and vehicular movement is better now. Okay, so flash update also from Marine Beach Bridge. Men of Buildwell Construction Company are fixing barrier railings on Marine Beach Bridge at Total in was area B. This is having no effect on traffic at the moment while officers on ground monitoring the situation. So that's about that for now. I will keep you updated with the latest and current information from our traffic managers as it affects your traffic movement this morning. So please just ensure you keep listening to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. So, all right, today we want to look at, various check lights or various lights we get from our instrument cluster. And don't forget, today we're sharing live auto issues. What have you experienced so far? How many years have you been driving? Yeah, and what has been your experience when it comes to lights or check lights on your cluster? How are you able to interpret this light? When you see any light on your cluster, do you start getting nervous, or are you so composed to ascertain what it means? Yes, because a lot of people, when you see them on the road, they tell you they've been driving before you were born, and just a little light, maybe TPMS, they are confused. What is your own experience? What can you share? Have you had one, and how were you able to resolve it? And today we are putting our focus on VSC, ABS, and ECT Snow. If you know what this means, please call us. Just call us in the studio if you can interpret what a VSC light, an ABS, or ECT Snow light is. You can call us in the studio. And if you have ever had any of this lights pop up on your cluster, please, you can also call us in the studio. Send us a message. Tell us how you were able to resolve them. Tell us what you did. Tell us the steps you took. So this morning, Tokumbo Olagoju, she's going to help us, interpret this quote this morning, or this light this morning, the meaning of VSC, ABS, and ECT Snow, and the implication of having any of these lights on our cluster. So, Tokumbo, you're going to be taking us to the classroom.
Okay. And so we are talking about ABS light and VSC and ECT snow.
Yes.
ABS light is we have it as anti-lock brake system. And basically what the ABS light is for is when you have the when you're driving your vehicle and you had to brake on emergency. So braking on high speed would cause the ABS to kick into action.
Braking on high speed.
Yes, maybe you're driving and all of a sudden you see you're driving at maybe 60 or 80 kilometers per hour.
Okay.
Then you notice somebody trying, or an animal trying to cross
An obstruction.
the road, or an obstruction, and you didn't see it in time and you had to brake suddenly.
Okay.
So the reason the ABS will kick in is that it would try to prevent the wheels from locking up. Because if you, as you slammed on the brake, a particular wheel might lose traction and then lock up. And so if that wheel locks up, if the road is slippery,
yes,
you could have the vehicle lose control.
Okay.
So prevent a situation like this. The wheels, the speed of each wheel is monitored by the ABS module. And so if the vehicle is braking on emergency,
okay,
it will try as much as possible to monitor the wheels of each speed and notice which of the wheels which is trying to lock up. Then pulsate the try to control the flow of fluid to that particular fluid. So you will see for some vehicles you start to feel, after the pressing the brake pedal, you feel the pedal pulsating. So it's not for all vehicles, but for some vehicles that can pay attention, once your foot is still on the brake pedal, you will notice the pedal pulsating under your feet, meaning that the ABS has kicked into action, and so it's trying to pump fluid, then withdraw fluid from that wheel to prevent the wheels from locking up. Now, a number of things will cause the ABS light to come on.
okay,
If the vehicle, maybe any of the sensors that is monitoring the wheel has failed, the ABS light will come on. Now, the VSC and vehicle stability control, or for some vehicles, vehicle stability assist, try to keep the vehicle in check to prevent the tires from skidding and to prevent the vehicle from losing control when they're on rough surfaces or on uneven surfaces or on a slippery surface.
okay,
So it also uses the same data as the ABS. So it takes feed from sensors that also the ABS takes feeds from. So if you have the ABS light come on,
okay,
and you have you can have the VSC come on at the
Okay.
same time,
because they work together
because they take feeds they take the same data
from the same source.
from the same source.
Oh, okay.
And that's why if the check engine light comes on, you could also have this VSC come on as well.
Okay, the VSC and the ABS and the check light, they work.
The ABS, the VSC also take the same feeds that the check engine also uses.
Okay.
So it could cause the check engine light could trigger the VSC light also to come on some models of vehicle, especially the Toyotas and the Lexus.
Okay.
Then for the ECT snow,
Yes.
now this is electronically controlled transmission snow mode. So for you to have that come on,
Yes.
maybe there's somebody that has toggled a switch.
The what?
That has toggled a switch around the gear shift lever.
Oh, really?
So you may have a particular switch for that particular road road terrain, which is snow mode. And so maybe somebody has
Is it that it was activated or something?
Yes, exactly. That's why
So-
I said toggle the switch. Maybe somebody pressed the switch accidentally.
Okay.
Then you have the ECT snow common.
Oh, okay. What does it mean?
It means electronically controlled transmission, snow mode.
Well, we don't experience snow in
But the
Nigeria.
vehicle is not developed, is not assembled in Nigeria.
Okay, yes, that's true.
So they considered that particular terrain.
Okay. All right. So now for this, there's this belief or there's this notion that when you have is that the ABS light on, it means your ABS is faulty. Is that true? And like when you also deploy the brakes, yes, on emergency, getting the screeching sound, and how do we correlate this, or how does it correlate?
So if you have the ABS light on, it doesn't necessarily mean the ABS is faulty.
Okay.
Though there are times that the ABS may be faulty, and that's why the light is on. But there are times that it could just be its sensor that has failed.
Okay.
That's what's caused the light to come on.
Okay.
But when you depress the brake pedal and you hear that particular sound
Yes.
that the tires make, it tells you the ABS is not functioning.
Okay.
Because the ABS should prevent that lockup of the wheels. But if that happens, it means that the ABS on that vehicle is not functional.
All right, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. The show is Automedics, and today we are looking at the ABS, VSC, and the ECT's new light on our cluster. So if you have any of this light, or if you once had this light on, how were you able to resolve it? So what does it mean? Yeah, and we are also looking at the implications of having this light on our instrument cluster. So feel free this morning to initiate your thoughts. Let us know what you've experienced, yes, concerning all of this today. And we have Olatokunbo Adegoju in the building. You can call us on 091 538 77127 or 009 912 0777. So, Tokumbo, yes, when we have three of this light on our cluster, that's the check light, the ABS, and the VSC. So now you mentioned the fact that they share data from the same source. Which of them should we tackle first? If I have these three lights on my instrument cluster, so which of them will resolve the entire thing? Okay, maybe if I pick the VSC now, will resolving the VSC actually treat others? Will it resolve others automatically? Because now you said they share data from the same source.
Okay, I think I understand where you're coming from. So if you have the three lights come on the cluster,
yes,
you cannot eliminate one and assume that others will go automatically.
Okay.
The first thing you want to do is find out why these lights are on.
Okay.
So if the reason for the lights coming on is maybe a component that all three of them have a feed on. Yes, if the problem is resolved, it clears all lights.
Okay.
But there's every possibility that you could be having different components causing this different lights to come on. Let me give you an instance.
Okay.
Now you have the check engine light on, the ABS on, and the VSC on. And the computer is complaining of an engine coolant temperature sensor failure.
Okay.
As well as a vehicle speed, a wheel speed sensor failure. Now, the wheel speeds would take data, will give data to the ABS, but the engine coolant temperature does not need the temperature of the engine is not determined by the speed of the vehicle.
Okay.
So there is no need to get a feed from the wheel speed. So that means if you resolve the wheel speed sensor related problem, the ABS light will go off, but the check engine light will still stay on because there is still an issue with the engine coolant temperature sensor.
Interesting. When Karimat came here last week, we were looking at resolving stubborn codes or resolving stubborn check lights on our cluster. And this is one of it, right? When you actually treated one, now you have another one. And when you have an issue like that, what is your own advice, from your years of experience, when you have a stubborn check light on your cluster, which has refused to go, it has, defied all methods both physically and spiritually. It remains there, and it's telling you you will continue to see me every day. So what's your own advice? What step do you think that individual can take, to actually find a way around this? Because it has to just go.
All right. So what I would advise is, if you have a check light on, we used to reiterate that you run a scan.
Okay.
Most persons would have run a scan, but maybe the interpretation of the scan is the issue.
Okay.
If you don't interpret the scan properly, you might be doing something wrong. There are times that it may just be a replacement of the wire harness of the component. Is what
As
you
simple
need,
as that.
and not the component.
Okay.
And so if you go ahead to replace the component, the wire could still be the problem, and you still have the check engine light remain on. So it is always good to consider what would have cost, and consider all the possible options
Courses
around that fault code before you can say, okay, I don't think there is any solution. But really, there is no reason why the check engine light would remain on if all the repairs have been done right.
If all the repairs have been done right.
Yes.
That's the word. So that's should I say an adverbial clause of condition. On the condition that it was done right. Okay, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. We are still very much in the building on Automedic. So we are talking about your vehicles. So trying to tackle check lights on our clusters. So what check light do you have on your own cluster? Do you have a TPMS? Do you have a VSC? Do you have ABS? Do you have ECT Snow? Do you have it on your cluster? Okay. And do you have any all light on your cluster as well? If you have any of this, please, you can call us in the studio. Yes, let us help you interpret it. Let's help you, demystify whatever is surrounding it right now. So you can call us on 091-538-77127, or you send a message to us on WhatsApp on 009-912-0777. Okay, I'm getting a message from someone here. Traffic managers. All right. I reiterated this report earlier. Okay, this person says, what is the cause of traffic from Ikorodu? All right, that's actually the flash update I gave earlier of main of Buildwell Construction Company fixing barrier railings on Marine Beach Bridge. Okay, at Total Inwards Area B. All right, that's at Ajegunle. All right, so this is impacting traffic there. Please, you just have to be cautious as you drive this beautiful morning. So that's the reason we're getting that. So please be aware of this. Okay. All right, and for the Ikorodu incident report from Ogulonto, a broken down articulated 40-feet containerized trailer is having mechanical problem, and it has occupied the lane at Ojogbe. That's Ojogbe in Ikorodu garage. So that's why you have it a bit busy there. So we have just a single lane at Ojogbe in Ikorodu garage. So a tow vehicle has been contacted. Hopefully we get that tow truck on time. So traffic managers will keep me posted regarding this information. So for this message, this question, Ikorodu, please, you just have to be patient, okay? And yes, it's a moving traffic. It's not a standstill situation. Just ensure you're patient and we get things sorted in no time. Okay, I'm getting this Toyota Corolla 2009 model. Okay, this person says, I noticed the car temperature is rising above normal. First, I changed the fan, but the problem persisted. The thermostat has earlier been removed. I don't see any leaks on the radiator. What could be responsible for this rise in temperature? Now it says the thermostat has been removed. Okay, it says the thermostat has earlier been removed. Was it replaced or was it returned? I think we need to get that. Don't you think so? I'm just saying.
If it has been removed, it means that it has been removed completely from the engine, and so the vehicle does not have a thermostat.
At all.
Yes.
Okay.
And so that's what I feel the person means.
Hmm.
And so if there is no, if the vehicle is overheating and thermostat has been removed and the radiator has no leak, the question is, what of other parts of the cooling system? There are hoses that connect to the radiator from the engine. Are they not leaking? The engines, the water pump has a seal. If the seal goes back, you will have to, if it goes bad, you notice a leak around the water pump. We also have an area that connects to the heater core of the vehicle.
Okay.
It takes coolant from the engine to heat up the cabin. If there is a leak in the heater core, you would have the vehicle overheat as well.
Oh.
Then if you have the fins of the radiator clogged with dirt and air is not able to blow through, the vehicle would overheat.
Wow.
And lastly, the radiator cap. If the vehicle's radiator cap is bad,
Okay.
it will cause the vehicle to overheat.
Oh. All right. Well, I hope this sender has actually listened to what you said, to the solution. So please, perhaps you contact your technician to help you get this sorted. Yes, maybe you just have to carry out a comprehensive check first before you continue with the repairs. Okay, traffic managers. Okay, reporting now that the incident report on Oguluntu that we talked about earlier has been resolved, right? Okay, the impediment has been removed and normalcy restored on that stretch. Thank you very much, traffic managers, for this heads up. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, sir.
My name is Abiodun.
Okay.
So, using a Corolla 2010,
Okay.
and ESP off light has been on for more than 6 months now, and I've not been able to resolve it.
Okay.
So I run a scan and it's not bringing any code related to ESP off.
Okay, so is it only the VSC off that is on?
That's the only light that is on.
That is on. Okay. You can listen from the radio.
Thank you for calling.
It's a Corolla 2010. And it's VSC off that is on the cluster. So if there are no auto lights and there is no code relating to it, some vehicles would have a button around the cluster.
A button. Okay.
That you can use to turn the VSC off on. So you would have to look around the cluster or around the steering and look for any vehicle, any button that carries VSC on it.
Okay.
So you might have to long press the button and see if that light goes off on the cluster.
Oh, okay. 09153877127 0099120 Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, you Richard. I'm calling from Ikorodu.
All right.
Okay, please, I'm having an issue with my Toyota Corolla 203.
Okay.
So the issue goes like this, like the speedometer, the RVPM is moving faster than normal. Like if I just start the car early in the morning, the speedometer will be moving from 0 to 110, come back to 80 without even accelerating at all. So when I tried to call my rewire, so he came with his this scanning machine, he scanned it, and he brought out a code of P2715. So when I check the code, when we check the code on Google, the Google bring out solenoid something like that in the gear. So I was like, I was just confused, like from speedometer to gear. So I called another rewire again. Another one brought out the code again, the same code that solenoid too, P2715. So this one now tell me that it's brain bot again, not gear again. So I was just confused. I don't know what to do right now. So a friend of mine now referred me to this channel on radio that I should call, that I will see a solution to that.
All right.
Okay, P2716.
P2716.
Yes. That's the same code.
Okay, you can
That's the code the scanner brought.
you can listen from the radio.
You can listen over your radio. Listen over your radio. She's going to interpret and give you a solution to the issue.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Okay, so it has a fault code P2176 on a Corolla 2003. And this is pointing to pressure control solenoid D electrical.
Okay.
Now, it may not be having any transmission issues because the problem the vehicle is having is a cluster-related problem.
Cluster.
Yes, it's the dashboard, like we call it,
Yes.
the instrument cluster. The dashboard is having a problem because the RPM is not stable.
Okay.
And this is not, it has nothing to do with you the pressing the accelerator pedal or not. It has more to do with the instrument cluster itself. So it's possible that that spindle is going bad.
That's the cluster.
Yes, that spindle for the RPM is going bad.
Okay.
And that's why it's giving that fluctuating
Reading. Oh.
when it starts the vehicle.
Oh.
So it would, but the technicians that he has been saying I don't think they see that it's the cluster that could be the problem.
They said it's brain board. Some people say it's transmission.
So he might have to replace the instrument cluster. That's the dashboard.
Dashboard. Okay.
Now, for the solenoid related problem, if it has been a long time he did a transmission service and he just did it, that may be the reason why this fault code is remaining on. They can also test the solenoid to see if the solenoid is actuating.
Okay.
So if the technician can identify that particular solenoid D using a wiring diagram and click the solenoid on the connector for the ECU, for the TCM, that's the transmission connector, it can test the solenoid and see if the solenoid is actuating.
Okay.
If the solenoid is not actuating, then they might have to remove the solenoid on the valve body and do a replacement.
Okay.
So that could resolve the problem. But for the spindle that is fluctuating on the cluster, it may be the cluster that is the problem. It do not necessarily have to do with the ECU or the transmission.
All right. So before you start throwing parts, before you start talking about it, because I know what this means. So Tokumbo is saying that you should check your cluster. That's your dashboard. So it might be the spindle. You just have to replace the. So is it possible to replace the entire cluster? Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
What we will just do is, most times, if any technician would replace it, they'll collect a sample and fix and see if it resolves the problem. If it resolves the problem, then you would have to buy it.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Most some part sellers would always loan you a sample that you can use to check to see if that's the problem.
Okay.
But I'm suspecting it's the cluster that is the problem.
So that at least if it's not a problem, you do need to buy it.
Yes,
that's fine. That's fine. I like that kind of agreement. So it's not that you buy, when you buy and you now fix it, you discover that it's not resolving it, and you've already wasted your money.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. So I think you're on a good side. So just go get maybe a technician that will help you look for a sample and try to fix it and see if it resolves the problem. And afterwards, well, hopefully that will be the problem anyway. So just get your cluster replaced. All right, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Yes, incident reports from Apapa. A loaded flatbed truck collided with an empty flatbed truck at Coconut to connect Sunrise in Wars Mile 2. So a tow truck has been contacted for evacuation, and police officers from Trinity have also been contacted. No effect on traffic at the moment. So thanks for this update. And also for the Golonto incident, okay, now report says it's off the road right now and normalcy has been restored. So no cause for worries. For those of you in Ikorodu trying to come out, so for those who are having a pretty difficult in that traffic situation, so things will definitely return to normalcy in no time. So just be patient. All right, let's go on a quick break. When we return, the show will continue. Don't go nowhere.
First, click on Settings. Then scroll to safety and emergency. Click on safety and emergency. Then click on emergency contacts. Click on add contacts. After adding the contacts, click on medical information. And fill the information. This is how to set up your in case of emergency on Apple device. Go to your contact list. Search for the name you want to use on your contact list. You scroll down and click on add to emergency contacts. Then click on the description of who that person is to you. Immediately you click on it, click on done.
In emergencies, every second counts, but a lock phone can delay life-saving help. That is why your phone has an in case of emergency eyes feature.
Yes, check it. Check it if he has state of emergency contact. Yes. I'm seeing his dad's number there. His dad's number. Hello, sir. Hello. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. I saw the owner of this phone now. He fainted. He just fainted. Sir, yes, sir. We are allow, sir. Allow, sir. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. Please, be coming. Be coming. He's already coming. He's already coming.
Set up your eyes today. It could save your life.
Ikeja. Oh, I'm late. Wait. What's wrong with this guy? What's wrong? He has fainted. Where's his phone? His phone. Check his state of emergency contact. Check. He has locked his phone. There's nothing to do.
What if this was you?
This is how to set up your in case of emergency on Android device. First, click on settings. Then scroll to safety and emergency. Click on safety and emergency. Then click on emergency contacts. Click on add contacts. After adding the contacts, click on medical information. And fill the information. This is how to set up your in case of emergency on Apple device. Go to your contact list. Search for the name you want to use on your contact list. You scroll down and click on add to emergency contacts. Then click on the description of who that person is to you. Immediately you click on it, click on done.
In emergencies, every second counts, but a lock phone can delay life-saving help. That is why your phone has an in case of emergency eyes feature.
Yes, check it. Check it if he has state of emergency contact. Yes. I'm seeing his dad's number there. His dad's number. Hello, sir. Hello. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. I saw the owner of this phone now. He fainted. He just fainted. Sir, yes, sir. We are allow, sir. Allow, sir. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. Please, be coming. Be coming. He's already coming. He's already coming.
Set up your eyes today. It could save your life.
Rough when it switches to gas and be able to have him resolve the problem. I've seen cases where misfires from ECUs from this injector nozzles of this gas would cause the engine to run rough. Bad spark loss could also cause the vehicle to run rough on gas.
That's fine. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please.
Please, I drive the Lexus GX 470 2006 model.
Okay.
So my question is, there's some leakages around that my engine. So I went to my mechanic. So he told me that there are some leakages in front of the engine, meaning that they will need to lose out the radiator fan, radiator, and all those things before they can do that. So he now told me that there's another one behind the engine that close to flywheel or something like that. That one they will need to, if they want to fix that one, that leakage is around that side, they will need to bring out the engine to fix it. So my question now is it advisable for them to bring out the engine before they can fix it, or can't they fix it like that without bringing out the engine? Though he told me that the one at the front, they can fix it without bringing out the engine, but they just need to bring out the radiator and all those things in the front there. But he said, but the one leaking behind, you need to bring out the engine.
All right. Okay, so Kumba will respond to your question.
Okay.
You can listen over your radio.
Okay, so the technician is right. There is a front main seal and there is a rear main seal. The front main seal, where you have the crankshaft pulley, which is the harmonic balancer, does not require you remove the engine. You just remove the components that are in the way of the harmonic balancer, then remove the harmonic balancer, and you have to replace the seal. But for the rear main seal, which is behind the flywheel, like the technician said, for vehicles with two-wheel drive, where you have the gearbox and the engine side by side, you can take out the gearbox or you take out the engine. Most persons used to take out the gearbox, so they would remove that seal. But in this case, it's from the model of this vehicle is a 4x4. That means the engine, the gearbox is underneath the vehicle.
Okay.
And so the one they would have easy access to remove will be the engine. And truly, to replace that seal, the engine will have to come off.
Oh, that's serious. Don't worry, your engine will be fine. All right, that's just what I have to say. Okay, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Now we have Blackface on board, Automedics. So we have engineer Asina Friday. He is a test center manager at Anthony Branch. Okay, and we also have Obunna Ogechi, a corporate communications member. Good morning to you. How are you today?
Good morning.
Okay, it's nice having you. So we started a conversation on Monday, and I would like us to conclude on that today. So that's talking about how our brakes work. Now we're actually talking about the damages that could be caused if we slam on our brakes. For people who actually slam on their brakes, is it a good practice? And does it really portend any danger to the brakes and to other components in the braking system?
Okay, thank you. Just like we established on Monday that the brakes are used to reduce the motion or to bring a vehicle to a halt. So it's necessary, of course, while driving, because without the brake, the danger, I don't want to imagine what would happen while you drive without a brake on the vehicle. So, of course, we'll use the vehicle, but slamming on the brake, sometimes we do that probably because, of course, we don't have a total control of the road while we're driving on the road. Anybody can just stumble or bump at you, and you have to slam at the brake to prevent accident. But if it's something that happens often, on a frequent cases, there are damages and it causes to the brake and its components too.
Okay.
Because during the process, we find out that heat and friction have been generated.
Okay.
And this could damage stuff like the brake pad could be worn.
Okay.
So, and once the brake pad, gradually, because this keeps happening, it will affect the effectiveness of the brake. It could also affect the brake rotor as the discs too. And when this happens, we could have uneven wear, and sometimes you find yourself driving and you feel some vibrations.
Okay.
Because it is uneven wear.
Yes.
So this could happen. Then sometimes too, like on one day, I did mention that if you slam at the brake, often like that too. They also affect the hoses, the brake hoses. And I mentioned a case where somebody came for inspection, and we did observe that there were brake leakages around the system. We found some cracks there. So these are some of the danger I could pose to the brake. The brake when you slam. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, you mentioned that. People who slam on their brakes maybe because of some issues of some things they cannot actually control. They are not into control of things that happen on the highway. Okay, now but there are some people who actually one category. Some of them, that's their practice. That's how they they believe they should depress the brakes. And there are some people that if they must depress the brake, they have to be hard on it. So could that be pointing to something on that system, that they have to depress the brake so hard, and maybe ultimately they have gotten so used to it that that's the way they depress the brakes on their vehicle? So what can you say about that? Does that pose any danger too?
Yes, some of the dangers are what I just mentioned now, and sometimes probably the brake has issue. There are people like that. The brake has issue, and they know that I have to depress this brake to this level before the vehicle will stop completely. And some people maybe deliberately in traffic, I'm following this person, and somebody is trying to come in between you and that person. You see them, they drive forward, and of course you just have to slam on the brake, because if you don't, you will have a collision on the other person. So some of these things over time they cause damages to the brake components.
And which of this actually will cause an individual to feel a test report at LACVIS? Is it the general brake and anything that has to do with the brake? Will it cause maybe an individual to feel the report at LACVIS? Or there are some parts that will not actually, mean a lot. Probably maybe just we'll call them minor.
Major. There are minor defects.
Yes.
And there are also major defects.
Yes.
Once there's a defect on relating to brake issue, whether we discover a brake leak as a result of a crack. Brake hoses. It's a defect on its own. It's a major defect.
As long as it's
brake. You have your rear brake lights. Your brake light not working at all. The two of them. Because they're also communication medium on the road while driving. So if the two are not working, it's also a major defect. So you'll be advised to fix it. So if it's something you can fix within a short period of time, just for us to see and ensure that they are working, then it will be corrected on the report that case has been fixed. If it's just one, you'll be advised it's categorized as a minor defect. But when both are not working, then it is a major defect.
Okay, I'm getting a call. I don't know. Let's see. I hope this call is for LACVIS and not TK. Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay, we lost that call. Well, you can try to make it back if you're still here, but we just have about 60 seconds or 120 seconds in the studio. So how does the vehicle's weight affect, the brake system? Does it at all?
Yeah, I think it does. For a heavier vehicle, it takes more braking force and distance to stop them as compared to light vehicles. For instance, if let's assume I have two tires, one from a big truck and one from an SUV, and you rolled it at me, the force required to stop the one from the light vehicle is quite different to the one on it. So that's
the heavy duty vehicle.
Heavy duty vehicle. So it's just I'm just trying to paint a scenario.
A scenario is just for us to have a clear understanding.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So now, why do brakes? We're getting that call again. Let's see. Hello. Good morning. We're almost out of time.
Hello. Good morning. This is Richard. I'm the one that called earlier about my Corolla 203 about the gear.
Okay.
So I've changed. She said I should change the dashboard. I've changed it, and it's still doing the same thing. And they even told me to change the speed sensor too, and I've done that too. So it's still giving me the misfiring and gear issue.
Okay, misfiring and gear issue. All right. So you can still listen.
I've
Listening.
changed the
Cluster,
the
dashboard.
That should change.
Okay, and it still
I've
persists.
changed, but it's still giving me the issue.
Okay.
And they even checked the way I checked the Sony Lord, but it's not open it from the gear down.
Okay.
Check it through up.
You can listen. You can listen over your radio. We're out of time. Okay, Tukumbo, please quickly. We have to go.
Okay, so the vehicle is not talking about misfire. He mentioned that
He never mentioned misfire earlier.
So I would advise that he calls us tomorrow so we can look at this question and give us the full details of what he has done and what the problem really is.
All right. Thank you. Okay, this is where we call it a wrap on Automedics today. Thank you very much, Engineer Asina Friday. Thank you for being part of the show today. He is a test center manager at Anthony Branch, and we also have Ogbonna Ogechi here, corporate communications member. So we'd like us to quickly give us your contact details, your test centers within Lagos.
Okay, you can reach out to us on our numbers 081 8000 3426 081 8000 3426. You can also follow us on Instagram, on X, and Facebook at Official Lavis. You can also visit our website at www.lavis.com.ng.
All right, thank you very much for coming on the show today. And I will also say a very big thank you to Olatukumbo Adegoju, Senior Auto Expert from Automedics Africa Limited. Thank you. All right, to our social media team, yes, big ups to you, to Ochare Victor. Yes, I really do appreciate you. And the executive producer is Tayo Akonli. My name is Adirunke Iriwole. The show will make a return tomorrow, same time. Until then, do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Ikeja. Oh, I'm late. Wait. What's wrong? He has filled the door. Where's his phone? His phone.
Check the state of emergency contact.
Check. He has blocked his phone. There's nothing to do.
What if this was you?
This is how to set up your in case of emergency on Android device. First, click on Settings. Then scroll to Safety and Emergency. Click on Safety and Emergency. Then click on Emergency Contacts. Click on Add Contacts. After adding the contacts, click on Medical
Lagos State Government concludes plans to commence first phase of rehabilitation works on Lekki Ekpe Expressway. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency intensifies war against cartels. On the fronts in Japan to restart world's biggest nuclear plant after 15 years shutdown. In sport, Nigeria Aquatics Federation unveils a 2026 calendar. Now the details. I am Taiwo Barua. The Lagos State government has concluded plans to commence the first phase of the rehabilitation works on the Etiosa-Lekki Ekpe Expressway on Sunday, 25th of January, scheduled to last for a period of 2 months, each for both sections 2 and 3 of the project. This came to the fore when the State Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Oshiyemi, Special Advisor on Transportation, Shola Giwa, and Special Advisor to the Governor, Office of Infrastructure, Olufemi Daramola, embarked on an inspection tour of the axis. They assured residents and motorists of the timely completion of the project, alongside the implementation of a robust traffic management plan to minimize disruptions during the rehabilitation period. While speaking, Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Oshiyemi, noted that the suspension of rehabilitation works on the affected areas of upgrade from Admiralty Way Junction to the Jubilee Bridge section Aja in Etiosa local government area was necessary to eliminate gridlock and create seamless vehicular movement during the Yuletide season.
Structure this realization in such a way that it will be in sections, like my colleague said, which means that we have 8 sections and we're doing 1 section at a time. For the 1 section that we would have, we're going to have traffic management in such that that particular section will be shut down, and then there will be a counterflow to the other lane where we would allow traffic to divert and move and then come back to their lane after the end of the construction point.
The Governor on Infrastructure, Olufemi Daramola, said the project awarded by high traffic volume.
You can recall Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu has awarded the contract for the upgrade of Lekki Ekpe Road from Admiralty to Jubilee Bridge, both bounds. As well, we had a stakeholders meeting before now and we moved into site. However, because of the Yuletide season, work was postponed. It's about 5th or 7th of December to resume back in January. We are here to reassess and to plan commencement of the project.
On his part, Special Advisor on Transportation Shola Giwa said to facilitate construction while maintaining vehicular movement, the Lagos-bound carriageway will be closed in segment and traffic diverted to the Ekpe-bound carriageway using a dynamic lane sharing system. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM has been commended for being a reliable information hub and capacity for a greater Lagos. Omotosho, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary, Olanrewaju Bajulaye, described the theme of the training as apt and captures a fundamental proof that excellence does not happen by chance, but cultivated, nurtured through deliberate capacity building and a continuous, as well as strategic communication to meet the growing demands of modern public service.
For an organization like Lagos Traffic Radio, which plays a critical role in keeping our roads safer and our citizens better informed, capacity development is not optional, it is essential. As you all know, Lagos State continues to set the pace in governance, infrastructure, innovation, and public communication. Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu's administration has made human capital development one of the cornerstones of its Teams Plus agenda.
In his welcome address, the General Manager, Lagos Traffic Radio, Tayo Akonle, said the in-house training program has been carefully designed to build individual capacity, strengthen teamwork, and reinforce institutional values such as discipline, integrity, accountability, and collaboration. Akonle stressed that excellence is a continuous process that requires a deliberate investment in people, constant people improvement, and commitment to the vision of a smarter, safer, and more efficient Lagos. He urged participants to approach the training with enthusiasm and apply acquired knowledge to daily operations, while appreciating the Commissioner of Information and Strategy, Benga Motosho, the Permanent Secretary Olanrewaju Bajulayi, facilitators, and resource persons for their support.
As a mega city and a leading economic and commercial hub in West Africa, the demands placed on public institutions have grown significantly. Citizens now expect speed, accuracy, professionalism, and innovation in service delivery. For Lagos Traffic Radio, this means staying ahead of evolving traffic management dynamics, embracing new technologies, and communicating effectively with the public in ways that promote safety, order, and productivity on our road.
That was the General Manager, Lagos Traffic Radio, Tayo Akonle. Now to the rest of the stories. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has declared that Nigeria is no longer a safe haven for criminal drug expertise. NDLEA Chairman Mohammed Mawa made the declaration at the 11th Chairman, Chief Executive Officer, CCEO Award and Commendation Ceremony in Abuja. Mawa, who noted that the operation of the agency had recorded progress over the past 5 years, revealed that the NDLEA recorded 77,792 arrests, including 188 major drug barons, secured 14,225 convictions, and seized more than 14.8 kilograms of illicit drugs within the period. He charged NDLEA officers to prepare for more tactically sophisticated operations against drug cartels, traffickers, and their moles in the next 5 years of his second tenure. Mawa also acknowledged the vital contributions of international partners, sister security agencies, civil society organizations, and the media, calling for deeper strategic collaboration to safeguard Nigerian communities and protect the future of the nation's children. The Lagos State chapter of the All Progressives Congress APC says it finds it imperative to interrogate without sentiment the democratic credentials of two presidential aspirants, Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar. According to Lagos APC spokesman Seyi Oladejo, democracy is sustained by consistency, sacrifice, respect for institutions, and fidelity to the will of the people, which demands patience, institutional loyalty, and maturity qualities that cannot be improvised in the heat of political disappointment. Oladejo says the Lagos APC is reminding Nigerians that democracy is not defined by how loudly one protests after losing an election, but by how responsibly one behaves before, during, and after the process. The party believes that Nigeria deserves statesmen, not serial aspirant, as history will ultimately favor those who respected democratic struggle, honored its institutions, and accepted its outcomes. In foreign news, Japan is set to restart the world's largest nuclear power plant as it turns back to the energy source 15 years after the Fukushima disaster prompted a nationwide shutdown of reactors. Tokyo Electric Power